Hi, I'm Damien, and this is the official channel of the BLS Coin Collectors Club, bringing you news and insight from the fascinating world of numismatics. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hello all, welcome to episode 5. It's about 8 PM on Friday 19th of April 2024. Today we're going to cover a few more numismatic terms and take a look at a few truly old coins. So if you enjoy this video, leave us a comment, give us a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's start out with the legend. On a coin, the legend is the inscriptions you see on both sides. Sometimes there'll be words on the edge of a coin too. Most coins nowadays have their legend in the language of the country that mints them. However, on British coins, you'll see a mix of English, Latin, and very occasionally Welsh. As you can see on this 1936 penny, the reverse shows the legend 1 penny in English, while the obverse shows the name and titles of the monarch in Latin. Georgius V, de gra, Brit om rex fid def ind imp. This is short for Dei gratia Britanniarum omnium rex fidei defensor Indiae imperator, which translates to by the grace of God of all the Britons king, defender of the faith, emperor of India. Legends on coins were not particularly common until the Roman period, and did not become ubiquitous until the early medieval period. In our last episode we touched on the obverse and the reverse, but here they are again. The obverse, also referred to as the front of the coin, is usually where a monarch or other head of state is often depicted. Coins of the United States of America, such as this 1999 quarter dollar, usually just called a quarter, are unique in this respect because they are by law only allowed to show deceased individuals. This example depicts Benjamin Franklin. Coins of most nations depict a current head of state on their coins, although coins of most of the Islamic world, where religion forbids the depiction of human beings, often show writing, abstract designs, or local landmarks instead. The reverse, or the back of the coin, will often show the face value or denomination, while also depicting national symbols, landmarks, or historical events. This 1957 shilling features the rampant lion, which is the heraldic symbol of Scotland as part of the United Kingdom. The shillings of George VI and Elizabeth II all feature two distinct reverse designs, one representing England and the other Scotland. The decimal pound coins of Elizabeth II continued and expanded this tradition by changing their designs each year to depict symbols of a different country within the UK. The reverse is also where the date often appears on the majority of coins. The portrait featured on the obverse of a coin, like this 1914 florin, is usually called the bust. This is because it tends to resemble a sculpted bust of a person. While most coins of the last few centuries feature the bust in profile, facing left or right, this hasn't always been the case. This Edward I penny, for example, features the king's bust facing forward. Starting with King Charles II in 1660, it's been tradition on British coins for the bust of the monarch to face in the opposite direction to their predecessor. We see here Queen Victoria's portrait facing left on this 1897 threepence, while that of her son Edward VII faces right on this threepence of 1902. The exurg, spelled E-X-E-R-G-U-E, is a space on the reverse of a coin beneath the main design, often marked out by a line above it, as we see on this 1854 halfpenny. The exurg first appeared on Roman coins and was often used to feature a smaller part of the design, a mint mark, a symbol, or a decorative piece. From the 17th century onwards, the exurg often also became used to show the date. The exurg does not appear universally on coinage, as on many coins the main design runs down to the bottom edge or around the rim, but it has been a fairly common feature on the coins of many countries. Alright, now let's take a look at a few new additions to my personal collection. They're not exactly in the most outstanding condition, but they are very, very old examples of coins. Up until I got these Edward I pennies less than a month ago, the oldest verifiable coin in my collection was a 16th century brass jeton from the Low Countries, while the earliest datable piece was a halfpenny of 1699. I was able to buy these pennies in March, and the oldest of them could be dated to around 1280. However, that's just the start. This is a Roman denarius made of silver. It's about the same quality silver as the Edward I pennies, and it's about the same size too. The silver penny was modelled on the European early medieval denier, which was itself a copy of the denarius. This is the original penny, you might say. This one was minted in Rome and hails from about the year 75 CE, and the obverse features the Emperor Vespasian. Vespasian stabilized the empire after the disastrous year of the four emperors in the year 69. The legend reads Imperator Caesar Vespasianus Augustus. Imperator originally meant military commander or general, and over time came to mean emperor, while all Roman emperors called themselves Caesar and Augustus after the first emperor. The reverse of the coin depicts a seated pax, the personification of the Pax Romana or Roman peace, surrounded by the legend Pon Max TRP Cos VI. This stands for Pontifex Maximus Tribunicia Potestate Consor Sextum. In this year, Vespasian held the office of High Priest of the Roman religion, held tribune powers, and was consul for the 6th year. Going back another 300 years or so, this coin was issued by the Macedonian ruler Antigonus Gonatas between 270 and 239 BCE. At this time, depicting current rulers on coins was not always a thing. This coin shows the head of Heracles on the obverse wearing the skin of the Nemean lion as a headdress. While Alexander depicted himself on coins, this did not become a regular tradition until the Roman Republic. The reverse of this small copper coin depicts a youth on horseback, with the Greek letters ANTI below for Antigonus. Finally, this coin was issued by Seleucus Nicator, the first Seleucid ruler. Seleucus was one of the Diadochi, the successors of Alexander, and with the help of Ptolemy conquered what became the Seleucid kingdom by the year 312 BCE. The obverse of this coin depicts the god Zeus wearing a laurel wreath, while the reverse shows a winged thunderbolt, another symbol of Zeus, with the Greek spelling of Seleucus' name. This coin, the oldest in my collection so far, was issued by a man who knew Alexander the Great personally, and was struck only some 3 centuries after the first true coins were originally minted. Next time, a little bit about the BLS Coin Collectors Club itself, featuring a dive into some of its early history, and a small selection of coins that appear in its earliest records. Until then, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a comment and a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.